100 young niggas with me hollering 2 C's. Whacking pool riders and my niggas from 2 P's. I smashed in the 90s and I'm running the 2 G's. You ain't a gangbanger, so you running with 2 T's. In Hurricane stomping with your flame bandana. In Compton, they say you used to claim Santana. You gave that up, it really started tripping. And yo, Doja, could you tell me what made you start stripping? This bitch boy cannot see me. Listen to the way I rhyme. On the streets, I got that easy. This West Coast is mine.
We got Slick and Spider Loke, man. How did this all come together?
Well, I'm gonna allow the majority of the floor to belong to my brother Slick today, so I will answer that initial question. Outside of the fact that the neighborhood that he represents and the neighborhood that I grew up in is walking distance from one another, one of his big homies, Jim Bob, shout out to Jim Bob, is one of my partners, being so for over a decade. And one of my constituents was familiar with Slick based on his appearance on a couple of internet interviews, and they requested that I reach out and locate Slick for their platform. So I reached out to Jim Bob. Once again, shout out Jim Bob, you already know you my nigga. And I sought this young man out, and I did my research on why my constituent was even interested in speaking with him. And I was impressed on the things that I saw, so I felt it like my duty, my honor, and I'm humbly, respectfully honored to have him on my platform as well. So I want to introduce to my audience, my nigga, Slick, Westside Compton, Campanella Park, Piru.
Yup. Whoa.
This is, it's just crazy, y'all, because everybody know I'm formerly, where I'm formerly from as far as Los Angeles gang affiliation. Not trying to harp on that. More interesting to our scenario, I was born and raised in Compton, and my direct affiliation where I was raised is a neighborhood that in gang sense would be considered arch enemies to his. And I just feel like it's real ironic that after all these years, he and I are sitting here having this conversation in front of y'all, not really knowing each other than through knowing some of the same people and our reputations. But for y'all that might not know, the Campanella Park Pirus have what I would consider the home of the closest thing that Compton has to a project. And if you just an outsider driving by or going to enter, the way the iron gate surrounds the whole complex, it's a real intimidating look. However, I do have a friend of mine, a homie of mine, J-Box from Q102, who has family from over there. And he's had a long history of being comfortable over there. And I just wanted to ask you first, if you know J-Box from Q102, and if so, how long you know him, and just give the viewers an idea of who J-Box is to me and who he is to you all.
J-Box is the homie from Q102. That's the homie. I met J-Box, his brother Smoke from the hood, from Campanella, his little brother. Me and Smoke was from the Sandbox. So we went to McKinley together, and I used to go over Smoke house. And J-Box used to be over there, blued up from shit, feet to head, man. It's like he customized his clothes. He'd be blued up, creased up, everything with the curl, everything. And when I was up in there, J-Box used to hit me up all the time, like, cuz, where you from? I'm looking at him, but I'm looking at Smoke too. I'm like, hey, cuz, where you from? I'm from Campanella. I'm like, Q102, East Coast. So he used to try to test me, shit, I was gonna bow down to him. You know, and then, you know, ever since that, every time I used to go over there though, J-Box used to say that because we was young.
Inside the Piru projects though.
Inside the
They're not the projects.
hustlers.
Yeah, they're not the projects,
you know
but
in the hood, the 149s.
Piru projects.
Yeah, that was J-Box. So, you know, we got older, and by Smoke being who he is, you know what I'm saying, there used to be a lot of bloods there in the parking lot at G Weed House, whatever. J-Box used to be the only one come blued up, and then the outsiders that don't know J-Box, it was like, blood, who is that? And that's the homie, you know what I'm saying? That's J-Box from East Coast. Like, huh? And it fucked their minds up like, damn, what is he doing here? You know what I'm saying? Because he's blue strings, all stars, blue hat, everything, you know what I'm saying, with the link on, with the Q on it. That was J-Box, you know what I'm saying?
Box used to come to the hood
So
with like
shit.
pictures. It may have been like a function day, a funeral, or anything that he was with them, and he'll be there photographed with 1,000 Pirus, and he over there trued up. He used to come to the hood with them pictures, so we knew he had it like that.
Nigga, J-Box used to tell me, I used to, the same burgundy and gray colors on me, take me to the hood, Slick. I'm like, man, I ain't finna go over there. And nigga, he's like, Slick, you good over there. Nigga, they used to be all outside on Avalon right there, you make a left right there on 102.
Yeah.
I used to be scared. Nigga, he's like, Slick, you could kick it with it. No, nigga, I'm dropping you off and I'm out of here, back down Avalon. The hell, I was drop J-Box. He's like one of us, homie. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to him over there, nothing. He's still over there.
I got a funny story about J-Box, the Campanellas, and that apartment complex. I was working on a DVD, and I was just putting different people together that I wanted to participate in it. So based on J-Box's history, his experience, his reality, and him being my homie, I was interested in capturing him inside that apartment complex. So I went over there, and for those that don't know, I don't know what Box is up to these days, but traditionally, Box get wet. You got an ear, let you hear, if you know what that means. Cuz gets super wet. And I wanted him in his most natural element. So when I told him on the phone, cuz, I'm gonna come with the cameras, is it cool to come over there? And he told me, yeah. I let him know, I want you to do your stuff. You got, whoop. So we get in the apartment, it's a very small apartment. So we in there videotaping Box, he do poetry too. He doing his stuff, talking his shit. He's smoking a stick. I'm drinking vodka straight. I done already do what I do, which I can manage. I ain't never smoked Sherm day in my life. This nigga Box smoking a stick. The smoke like,
You getting in contact.
Boy, did I ever. I leave y'all apartments, I make a right on Central. At the time, I'm going through it with my little beat. We arguing on the phone. I go to the liquor store on Alondra in the Lantanas right there, bam. I go in, get my shit, come out the truck. All I remember, my cousin Ero was in the passenger seat. I just remember, like, in an animated version of this story, I remember seeing a Paisa coming in the pickup, and I remember my cousin saying, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. And bam, he hit me. I spent, like I did it like a 720, looked around, I had paper plates. Woo, out of there. But yeah, leaving y'all projects though, on my mama. But shout out to J-Box.
Yeah.
And a lot of people
J-Box
see
a
me,
real one.
He a real one, he my low, Q97 for Dev though. A lot of people see me on my platform or photographed in a lot of red, and hell, you know they cornballs or others or other people unlike us, because they get in the comments like, oh, I didn't know Crips wear red. But I just asked you about J-Box just because I wanted to share and let them know how broad the spectrum could really go with this official, what y'all consider official gangbanging. You never know who got love for who. Just like, I'm telling y'all, I'm a native of a neighborhood that is arch enemy to his. However, your homie, rest in peace, Baby Black, got a brother from Tragnew that is one of my, from day ones, my little homie, Park Bo. Shout out to the homie, they brothers. Before Baby Black had a name that was really ringing bells in the street, I knew him. So he made your homie Baby Black, rest in peace, he died tragically, car accident, whatever. Before all that, his name was ringing hard just based on him being a street nigga doing what he do. You got any thoughts to share on Baby Black?
That's the little homie, Baby Black. He was a real one. I remember, I ain't gonna say what we was gonna go do, but you know what I'm saying, one of the homies got knocked down. I pull up in apartments. First thing Baby Black said, Slick, these niggas is bitches up in here. Let's roll. And mind you, I'm in my wife's truck. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? There's about 1 million cars up in that motherfucker. I'm like, man, let's roll. Him and the other little homie jump in, man, we rolling. This nigga sold big old gun. I'm like, God damn, where the fuck you find this from? Hey, let's go, we finna do something. So we rolling around, scoping out, man. Long story short, he wanted to jump out and walk. I'm like, no, nigga, ain't nobody out. Nigga, you can't just catch no innocent bystander, you know what I'm saying? That's how heated it was, you know what I'm saying? He's ready to go. He was one of them that was ready to go. And you know what I'm saying? I love him, I miss him, you know what I'm saying? Baby Black was a real one, you know what I'm saying? Ready to do anything, you know what I'm saying, right or wrong. He stand for the P, you know what I'm saying? So
for those of y'all who might not be familiar who a Baby Black is, his most popular, famous internet moment was he had a squabble in a bathroom with a nigga with a curl. punched him out heavy, made the nigga quit. It was in the bathroom, a bunch of Pirus were watching. I ain't gonna say no other names, but anybody that wanna reference him, that's who we talking about. That's my knot.
He was a real little homie, man. He was down to earth, but you know what I'm saying, he gonna get at you when he need to get at you, you know what I'm saying? There wasn't no disrespecting with him, you know what I'm saying? A lot of little homies is like that, you know what I'm saying? You got some that's gonna veer away from the problem. No, he going head on with it. Let's go, let's get it over with. You know what I'm saying?
JJ from West Side.
Yeah, JJ was one of them too, you know what I'm saying? He was a hot head too, you know what I'm saying? So shit, the homie, Baby Black was original WSP.
I got another question, and it's another one of your homies, rest in peace. Ironically, I hate for that to be the case, but one of the most, in my opinion, you have, rest in peace, Mossberg, the most official Piru that ever got some exposure as far as an artist from our section. Being the level we saw Mossberg go in such a short time, and then for him to be cut down so short, what do you think he would be when you compare him to all the other mainstream guys that's claiming Piru, wherever they might be from? The authenticity that we know that Mossberg represented, where do you think he would be in the game right now if he had not met such an untimely demise?
He'd be at the top of his game right now. He'd be one of them, you know what I'm saying? He'd be one of them that these other artists come to, you know what I'm saying, and try to get put on. You know what I'm saying? Mossberg was the one, you know what I'm saying, the little homie, and it was a tragic thing, man, that happened with the homie. He way before his time. He left way before his time.
Decades earlier, but the scenario, in my opinion, is so similar to the situation that took the life of Neighborhood Nip. Two individuals, wherever you want to put them on the scale, they both were at the cusp of their opportunity, and being involved and just being comfortable in the natural environment caused them to lose their life. And it just
like the homie Fo Bent, Billboard, you know what I'm saying?
Rest in peace.
You know
I knew
what I'm
folks
saying?
saying on my mama.
Yep, that was the little homie
He used to
too.
mark game out on my mama. I remember he used to be on Brazil. He used to make Doja wrestle when he didn't want to, that type of shit. Just like Doja, like, come on, quit playing. No, we finna. And now you on your back and your t-shirt dirty, and it's just, my bad. I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, we ain't. You know what
My
I'm
bad.
saying?
Shout out my cousin Joker and Low Key too from West Side.
You know what I'm saying? Shit.
We'll edit that out. I promise
You don't gotta edit it out. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta edit it out. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
I did promise you this in the beginning. I wasn't gonna hold you long. I do appreciate your time, but I want to ask you a couple more questions.
Go for
I grew up
it.
in
We
Compton
here.
all my life, right? And I'm accustomed to seeing horses and dookie on the ground, especially up and down Greenleaf. But I've seen a shift in the fact that all my life, the people riding horses, even if you go up El Segundo and Broadway, it's horses, but it's black people. Now, it's not. I still see horses, not as much. I realize that you have a dual citizenship from the black and the brown. You are a gang affiliate. You have been through the LA County jail system. I am amazed at the fact that you have had the experience you've had 20, 30 years plus, and you have still remained from where you're from. Because I've seen many stumped down gang members that are not black go into our jail system and come out affiliating with their race. Can you please speak to some of the challenges you faced and what it takes for somebody who has dual citizenship, who looks like they could be a straight Latino, for you to stay stumped down with your black side and your black roots and your black game? Explain to these people how difficult that is, please.
It's very difficult. You know what I'm saying? County jail ain't no joke, 'cause that's where you get all the activities at. You know what I'm saying? My first time hitting the county jail, I didn't have long hair with the braids. You know what I'm saying? I was bald head.
Does that make you harder or smarter or easier?
It don't make it harder for being from where I come from, in a predominant black gang, how my ethnic background is. You know what I'm saying? Because them Southsiders gonna get at you real tough. So you got to turn it up a notch. So me, I had to turn it up a notch. You know what I'm saying? When I went through the system, I'm going in there, they like, hey, Holmes, you over here? No, I'm a Piru, you know what I'm saying? And they looking at me like, shit, we finna get this one. But I had to turn it up, you know what I'm saying? My thing was, you know, so I run into the enemies up in there and they trying to run me. I'm gonna go take off on the head of the Southsider up in there. We gonna have a riot, nigga. You ain't gonna beat up on me, nigga, 3, 4 niggas, and let these Mexicans look at you do this. I'm gonna take off on this motherfucker. We finna go to the hole and talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But I went through there, I stood my own. You know what I'm saying? Every time I went to the county since 18, I came out Piru, nigga. They couldn't change me. You know what I'm saying? I had to roll with the punches, you know what I'm saying? And I know the Mexicans didn't like it, the Southsiders, but they had to accept the fact. I'm a Piru, I can't change. I wouldn't be respected if I go to the county jail and come out, oh, I'm a Southsider. No, I gotta roll with the punches. How I take them, you know what I'm saying, how they give them, you know what I'm saying, we gotta go with it. It was very hard, you know what I'm saying, and you know, the Crips gonna get at you out there. I always hit the main line, you know what I'm saying, never been to the module, and this main line, you know what I'm saying, you gotta get to know people, you know what I'm saying, after that, they gonna run into you to the streets, like Slick, I was in there with you, you made it home, this and that, it's respect, you know what I'm saying, I ran into a lot of Crips, and I got stories, you know what I'm saying, I got a story, I was in there with the homie Stump from Hollywood. And we came down from Wayside to the Compton Courthouse. And we went back, but he went first. Cause they had me on the Mexican, my name on the Mexican bus. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to get to the early bus so I get back to Wayside, you know what I'm saying? They was like, what's your name? Cause I'm in the black tank.
Your last name is Latin?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the black tank. They're like, what you doing in here? You supposed to be no, I ain't no Southside. So they had me on the Mexican buses, you know what I'm saying? So I had to wait till the late bus. Stump left. So when I go to the late bus, I'm going to the Wayside tanks, right? So I see Stump right here. I post away right here by him being a homie, and we homie. I'll go in there with him. You know them clicking
Wrong
gates.
tank or not.
You know them clicking gates. And to this day, I want to fuck Stump up because of this shit, man. The clicking gates, man. Stump is over there on the wall, right? So that's the homie. I'm going in there with the homie. I don't know these niggas on this side. That's the homie. I click, 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 bam, I'm in there. Hey, cuz, where you from? I'm from Campanella Park, Piru. Rolling 60s, East Coast, all that. But they wasn't tripping off the Bompton Piru. They were trying to catch a LA blood, you know what I'm saying? And the nigga Broham from 60, he was right there by the door, that bench, right there by the clicking door. I get the Stump, man, I'm like, Stump, what the fuck? I should have went to the other side. But that's the homie, that's what I'm gonna do. That's the homie, I can't leave him by himself. We was in there with nothing but Crips, it was me and him. 2 Pirus in there with all of them, and they talking to us, you know what I'm saying? Shooting and shit, they trying to catch their enemies, trying to get them slipping up in there. Shit, that was a crazy story right there, cause the tank was full too.
Hey, that's
they could have had their way with us.
I can so relate to that story that you told, but I just love that the viewers get a chance to see that. Yep. It's not about what y'all be thinking it be about. It be about what you really own. It don't got nothing to do with colors. Colors are very simple, they shallow. It's way deeper than that. And I know scenarios where people like me and him will go get somebody that wear my color or his color together. And it get that real. So I don't want to make this about gangbang because you and I both have transcended that far. I got one more question, and I know the last question was kind of loaded. And I started off speaking about horses, and I want to go out speaking about something positive. I am very admirable about the fact that you are, I don't know what you describe it as, a cattle owner, a farmer. Can you give us a little bit about what got you into a hobby or a business such as raising cattle and agriculture?
That's not no motherfucking hobby. I don't want no fucking horses and no pigs and no fucking goats.
Trying to pay the bills? That's right.
Yeah, we got grandkids. I got grandkids now, so now we gotta watch the kids grow up, you know what I'm saying? And my wife got all that. She put all that together, you know what I'm saying?
Salute to the wife.
Yeah, she's the one that put everything together. If it wasn't for her, it wouldn't be no Slick right now. I'd probably be in jail selling drugs, you know what I'm saying? She's the real one, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to my wife, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of people don't know that about Compton. When they hear about us, they think whatever they think. They don't realize we have a very large portion of our city that is dedicated to agriculture and things of that nature.
Yeah, so she wanted horses. So I'm like, man, damn, I'm gonna have to go back, shovel horse shit, clean these stalls up, man, and it's like maintain the yard, dog shit, rake it up, pigeon shit. So she wanted it for the kids, man. And, you know, it's open to the public, man. If you got kids, man, that wanna, you know what I'm saying, come out there and learn how to saddle a horse, wash them, clean the horseshoes, you know what I'm saying, and do all that, see what it's all about.
Let them know how
You
they
know
can
what I'm
get in
saying?
touch with you on that page. Like, that's something that I support. That is awesome, something different, diverse for our future, our youth. That is beautiful that you are providing that. Let them know where they can tap in with you and get at you about being a part of that type of program.
I got to get a separate page for that, but you can get at me on Instagram on Slick Nella Lil Eddie. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a lot of homies that want to come over there, but they don't come, bring the kids. And anybody come. You could be Crip, Piru, Mexican. I could come, man. It's open for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm a down-to-earth, cool dude. You know what I'm saying? I ain't with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm down to earth, man. Y'all could come through, show the kids. You know what I'm saying? I have them. I have my son put the saddle on there. We got an arena, you know what I'm saying, get the feel of the horses. They could feed the pigs and the goats. You know what I'm saying? I got pigs and goats. I ride the pony. You know what I'm saying? I get on the pony, fuck them big ass horses. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not far for me to fall.
And just know this,
You
y'all,
know?
in a time right now where they're telling you you're not gonna be able to buy or sell or go purchase a lot of items if you do not cooperate with what the government mandates, which is an experimental situation. This is a time where being tapped into farm life, being able to grow your own food and sustain yourself off the earth is very essential. So what you're providing, whether you realize it or not, is something to really be applauded. I appreciate it. I never wanted this to be a negative conversation or highlighting our past to think that that's cool, but we can't run from it. I'm proud of you. I appreciate you taking the time to come through.
We got to come
and
together,
breaking bread
homie.
with
We
me,
got to
man.
come together, you know what I'm saying?
My salute to all the Nellis, my niggas from the Track News, everybody from Compton, Bompton, West Side, East Side, South Side, South Central, and beyond that to all the states. It's what it's really about. And in the long run, anybody that really care about what we go through, this is where you're gonna end up. So let's fast forward, y'all.
It's about living now, man.
Love
living
life.
and letting your kids grow up, your grandkids grow up, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta leave a legacy down there, you know what I'm saying? You don't want your kids to come to the cemetery and visit you at the cemetery, man, and say, oh, that was your grandpa right there, oh, that was your daddy right there, you know what I'm saying? They don't wanna hear that, you know what I'm saying? They want you to be there in their lives, take them to school and all that, you know what I'm saying? Feed them, you know what I'm saying? Go places with them, you know what I'm saying? That we could be comfortable with, you know what I'm saying? We wanna go out, Magic Mountain and all that, we don't wanna look over our shoulders, you know what I'm saying? Like an instance, I was at the Black Rodeo and the homie Tank, you know what I'm saying? I could call him my homie, he from the swamps. That's our rival enemies. He got at me, he was like, ain't you slick? So now I don't know if he was getting at me at a gangbang way, but he do the horse thing too, you know what I'm saying? I got a picture with Tank from the swamps, you know what I'm saying? We men now, we grow up, I mean, it's all that Crip and Piru, Crip and blood shit is for the birds, I mean, let's get rid of that shit and start living our lives, man, and do shit positive so we could go out there and not look over our shoulders and worry about this, oh, where this nigga from, you know what I'm saying, where he from, you know, hey homie, where you from, you know what I'm saying?
It don't matter where you from.
I wanna go, you know what I'm saying, with ease mind. I don't wanna have my head on a swivel no more, you know what I'm saying? I wanna be in the low, you know what I'm saying, rolling without getting shot at or, you know what I'm saying, and getting chased, you know what I'm saying? That's how it is, man. We got to wake up, man, and there ain't no future in this shit, man. Let's get up and get it together. We could get it together, but these streets is wicked, man. We could get it together. We could stop it, you know what I'm saying? And let's do this, man. Positive shit. Fuck that Crip and blood shit, man. I could say it, you know what I'm saying? I'm a real one.
I'm saying
from
too,
the street.
fuck that Crip and blood shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Mama.
I'm a real one, homie, you know what I'm saying? I'm a real one, homie. You come to me, homie, and if you need something, I'm gonna give it to you if I got it, homie. That's how I am, you know what I'm saying? If you out of bounds, I'm gonna make sure you protected, homie, because you know, you got some idiots out there wanna make a name for themselves and stick their chests out and you know what I'm saying, trying to get stripes out of you. I ain't gonna let it go down, homie. You know what I'm saying? If you're a Crip, out of bounds, or you're a blood or power out of bounds, and I'm gonna roll with you regardless, you know what I'm saying? I'll face the consequences later, homie, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got him up out of there, homie. It wasn't the time and place, you know what I'm saying, to do that to him. Let's live, man, let's live and get old.
Oh,
Shit.
mama, much love.
Yup.
Yes, sir, that's hard. Good looking, man.